Hello my people, thank you for tuning in to Celebrity Insight. This is your host, the Kim himself. And today I brought you a very super guest, Adan Mohammed, the chief counselor in Gretsa University. I'm heading to his office right now, upstairs. And of course, we'll be getting in to know more about him, and of course, to know more about the field of guidance and counseling. Of course, I hope you're going to enjoy the show. Let's do this right now. Welcome. Yes.
And I'm happy you have at least visited us.
Okay.
Feel free to be here.
Okay. Thank you so much for inviting me in your office. First, thank you for showing up in our show.
Okay.
It's get to know more about people.
Yes.
More about you. So the first thing we'll say hi to the viewers.
Yeah. Good evening. Good afternoon, the viewers. This is Mohammed Adan, chairperson the counseling office. This is generally the office of the students. We welcome all of you. We handle several issues including mental health, leadership, and even issues related to the students. You are all welcome, and I'm happy to have a visitor who is going to be with us today. Enjoy the show.
Okay. So thank you so much.
Yes.
We are finally here, and Adan, we know you as a chief counselor.
Yes.
In Gretsa University. Okay. So first, can you just tell us more about your office? What does it do? What does it entail? What does it deal with? Yes.
Yeah. What I can tell you about the office, the peer counseling office, we are a group of 8 people, including Bosta, Samira, Nelly, Samdhambia, and Festus, and I. So it is a team. The team that combined to form this office. The purpose of this office, in the peer counseling, we handle things related to the students confidentially. It's a lonely based session. We cannot be talking to someone when there are 3. The secret of this person will go to them. And so for confidentiality, we opt to talk to the students in a very closed room. So here we can share every information. That's why when you look around, it's very conducive, very student oriented. So that's the main purpose of this office, is to have that environment friendly environment with the students.
Okay. So what made you qualify for this post, or why do you think the university entrusted you with this role of being the chief counselor in such institution?
Yeah, the university trusted me to be a peer counselor, or to lead as a peer counselor, because back then I used to be a school president in high school, and as well a peer counselor. A peer counselor is a call. It's something that comes from an individual. So it's something that came from me. Okay. And the fact that I'm passionate about what I'm doing, it helped me generate an ideal situation where a student is not going to suffer through the mental health because of the violence at home, because of stress of raising fees, maybe to be getting subs and failing in exam. So we are chipping in how they can live better in the society.
Okay.
So they have trusted me with this role because, number one, I am certified, I've been trained, and as well I have that quality that makes me one of the peer counselors, which includes social. I'm very social with people, very interactive. I don't judge people. I understand people the way they will come, and I'm very confidential. Whatever you tell me will remain with me. So if something is secret towards you, I will keep them for you. So that one is the most important aspect. The university saw in me that helped me to be given this responsibility, and I'm appreciating the administration for their endless support towards this agenda of bringing mental health to this school.
Okay. So can we know more about your background, where you were born, where did you grow up, the school you went to, until up to now?
Yeah. By the way I've told you in the beginning, my name is Mohammed Aden, born in Wajir County in the northeastern part of Kenya, but raised in Mombasa. It's back in Mombasa where I developed entrepreneurial skill. I've been salesperson. I like to engage in business, as well as being in youth movements where we empower the youth to stop violence, to elect leaders, to be in a very organized events or organization where they will be busy, because as we said, when you're not busy, anything can attack you. So for you to be in a very straight situation, we need to engage you in clubs. We need to engage you in things that can make you active. That's the fundamental things I've been doing when I was young. I also participated in leadership, where I would like to see people living a very good life. I fought for the rights of the students back then when I was in high school, until today, philanthropist by nature, and as well an activist who tries so hard to make sure there is that consistency in the livelihood of the people. So that's what I have been.
So you went to which primary school, then secondary school, then? Okay,
the primary school, one is called Wajir Primary School. The other one is Sambuli Secondary School. They're both in Northeastern. But now I am in Gretsa University as a fourth-year student.
So being a student at the same time as a counselor, how do you balance between the two?
Yeah, it's arrangement. So I advise the student, number one, make sure you have a book or a diary. I can call it a diary. Diary is what can help you organize your events. Maybe you have organized yourself in the first day in your graph, or in your, what can I say, in your graph or a record book. The record book should help you understand what activity should you do, when and how, so that you don't interfere academics with leadership, with peer counseling, with philanthropists. So you must have a record book that can tell you the activity you should do, when and how, so that you don't interfere there.
So for you being a student in Gretsa University, what are you taking in the university?
In the university I'm pursuing Bachelor of Commerce in Finance. Finance option. Passionate. I love the course I've taken, and I'm not regretting, because it is my career path, and it's one of the nicest course anyone I can advise to do.
So when did you become the chief counselor, and how long have you been in this office?
I became the chief counselor on August 2021. So I served from August 2021 until now.
Up to now.
As the chairperson.
So how has it been, that period you have served in the counseling?
Some people fail to understand, or they have not gotten the exact meaning of what we are trying to do. A peer counselor is someone who goes beyond the classes, who goes beyond extra mile to make sure there is that consistency, or there is that livelihood, any good livelihood of the students. One, maybe gretsa can play a critical role in knowing the finance of the students, but we play a critical role in understanding the welfare of the student. This is two critical things you should understand. Gretsa is to represent maybe, but ours is your welfare. Yes. Which is now will encompass many things to be in a welfare situation. Like for example, you have a mental issue, health problem. You can't go to gretsa because they are the ones who represent you to the administration. They are not going to be. Because they have not been trained to deal with you in that field. So this is our field. You come here, you say you have a problem in raising issues of like fees, or you have a problem like unataka kuchangiwa kwa sababu mzazi wako ameaga. We are here to represent that issue, which is now your affairs. Ni welfare yako. We take them there or any places that relates to. So now we deal with someone individually. We are not dealing with the entire group, because now some of the challenges that face students are different. Because they are different now, we come and deal with you in a confidential way. That's why we have selected this room to be very conducive for you, very engaging and very interactive. As you can see, it is very attractive, so that you don't feel you are left out, so that you don't feel like it's another hell where the problem is not going to be solved. As you can see, it is very unique, Some of them will say you are not alone. We listen to you.
You can say we listen.
And we have to think
Together
bigger.
we can
Think bigger.
think bigger.
Yeah, this one can. The moment the students read this, they feel that there is that kind of someone who is going to listen to me.
Okay.
Yeah, if I will be cooperating with these guys, these guys are going to do what? We can achieve this problem together. Yeah. So don't fail to understand. We are dealing with the welfare of the students.
Okay.
We are not representing them anywhere, but we are dealing with their welfare. There are things we can do that GUSA can't do and administration cannot do, but we can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges which have come, which have encountered in your office?
Yeah, in my office, the first challenges I've encountered is the failure of misunderstanding. You know, sometimes administration can feel that this group is working extremely hard. So the moment they will award monetary support or they will award some, let's say some stipend to propagate your activity, some may feel we are trying to squander the money of the school, or some feel it is illegal, some feel it is like we are trying to take over the school. That's not our role. Our role is to make sure students are engaged and students are supported. Okay. So if the administration feels like it can support us, if GUSA feels it can support us, it's because they've seen some activity. Sure. Most of the things are detailed and are organized for evidence and reference. So now people misunderstand the fact that the office is meant to do what? To just talk. Sometimes we need financial support. We need some students may come with a financial issue. We cannot talk only. So we need a support system where financial is going to be a key as well. So that's why we find to be misunderstood by other students. Okay. And as well, the other challenges we have is most people find it far to reach here, and it's very far from the students' center. That's why the office location is a big problem. Yeah. And the other thing, most of them don't know where exactly are we located. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so we also need it to be touching every student that we have at peer counselors. Okay. So that's one source of problem. Marketing the peer counseling to the most students. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So what are some of the achievements you have made in this office so far?
One of the most important achievements, we have tried to train the students on how to organize themselves in the field of leadership, in the field of academic, and in the field of mental wise. We have achieved it because most of the students who are from here have came back and told us, now I can know how to organize my money, now I can know how to organize my journey of maybe career or leadership. Okay. We've been holding leadership and training. We have been holding our mental health programs. We have been going to interclasses to deliver a context maybe related to stress management, mentorship sessions with the student, and engaging sessions with the student one-on-one. Okay. So that's a big achievement. And the other achievement was the fact that we never had place for confidentiality. We have achieved the place the way you can see it. Okay. This is one of the biggest achievements we have ever made. Okay. And the other achievement, because now we can find a place to talk to the student. You know, those times we used to run up and down to look for them. We look for places like where many students are not there. Sometimes they will pass there. It's not confidential. Sure. But now, at least we have fought for the place where we can have a confidentiality. So this is a very big achievement. We have been awarded most of the time by the administration. That's a big achievement because the money we have given or anything that we're given, we take them back to the students. How? We either channel them knowing where we are. We use them for marketing, where the students can find us, and as well supporting their views or initiatives towards promoting the mental health in the school. Okay.
So you feel that you have touched a life somewhere within the students?
Yeah, exactly. We feel you have touched. But to be honest, I would like you most likely to do a survey about the peer counseling to most students, especially those who have been in this office or those who have interacted with. They will give you the remark or the comments, because if I will say we have done good and the comment is not what it said, I'll be biased. So the good person to be asked this question is those that have benefited from the office.
Okay, now shifting to your personal life, as a counselor, who inspires you in life?
I think you can see Bokolemo. That's the person that has inspired me. You can read whatever he has said there. My purpose is to help as many people as I can to do the right thing. So I am also fighting to make as many people as I can to do the right thing.
Right.
How am I going to make that? Is by I making the right thing first.
Yeah.
The moment I've dressed well, I am doing the right thing in the first time or the first person, then the other person that will follow me will do exactly the right thing. So Bob Colimo is the one that has inspired the late Bob Colimo is the one that has inspired me.
Okay.
To be who I am.
So if the one you gain from and if the one who inspires you in your
in my leadership career and as well in business, because he was a CEO and as well as a leader. So I believe one day I can become a CEO and as well leave a footstep that he has been through. So that inspiration is what I'm doing. I'm doing the right thing as a student. I'm doing the right thing as a leader to inspire as many people as I can.
Okay. So I know your job is very confidential, but I'd like to ask you this question. Have you ever met a case where it's too major such that you need a higher consulting, a higher office?
Yeah, we are in conjunction with the peace charters and as well as St. Mulumba. If some issues are more confidential and are extremely towards our, it's hard for us to handle it. We proceed them to St. Mulumba.
Okay.
Because there are psychologists who are trained as well, because they are the ones who have trained us. So if something is hard on us, we can't bear, we cannot deal with them, we forward them to St. Mulumba. So we first of all listen to the weight. Is it so hard or is it so weighty that you cannot handle it? Then we take them to St. Mulumba.
Okay.
Yeah, there are points where things are very complicated and we have to forward them to the other psychologists.
So you said you have a team of other students, peer counselors, which assist you. So how do you get to, or do you only expect those students to come to the office, or do you have other methods of getting to reach to the needy guys who need counseling?
Yeah, number one is through reference. Students are referred by the students that have benefited. Okay. You see, for example, you came here for an interview, you realized there's some issues you benefited. You go and tell someone there is peer counseling office. Okay. You see, you are the one who is now going to challenge the other person to come here. The other 8 guys, we are 8. The other 7 will also do the same thing. If I have not known one person, I will tell him there's a peer counseling office there. If the other person has known someone else, will tell them. So the person that is told will tell another person, and the person that is told will tell another. Now that's the mechanism I've been using to reach the people. Okay. We usually know what is going on because most of the things that is happening reaches to us first. Okay. If it is hard for us, we take them to GUSA. GUSA will take it to the student welfare, then student welfare will take it to the PC. That's how it goes. Okay.
So is your team is your team well allocated somewhere? We have one in School of Education, another School of
exactly. So for example, I am from School of Business. Yeah. Janice is from School of Education. Samira is from School of Health, and the one from School of so Humanity. Okay. So we are mixed. We are not specifically from School of Business. Exactly.
In such a way that.
Yeah, and I want to assure you, peer counseling is one of the career where many youth end up identifying how to live with the society. So it is not a thing that you wake up and say I'm a peer counselor and you don't know how it is taken. So you have to go through a learning process. It's not an easy job to be sacrificing and self-sacrifice. You know, it requires you to be a self-sacrifice. It's hard to sacrifice yourself for the people, but once you do it, you have begun one very big step in becoming a very great person in this world.
Okay. So what does it take to be a counselor who can be a person who can make impact like a someone?
So it's like asking me the steps to be a counselor. Number one, change. Okay. Change the person you have been yesterday and believe you'll be a greater person of a greater value tomorrow. When you used to be a drug addict, the moment you change, you can tell others by guiding them and advising them and also mentoring them on how those things are affected you. So you have changed, that's why you are leading people. But what if you have not changed? You cannot lead them. The other thing is, once you used to be a robber, once you used to be a failure, and now we are achieving, you are finding a state of balance.
Okay.
That's when you can feel like you have to direct people to how you have recovered from those issues. And the other way of becoming a counselor is loving people. Love as many people as you see. Don't hate them. Always want good for them. Do good for them and want good things for them. Don't be biased.
Okay.
Yeah.
Despite being a counselor, does it mean that you don't have sometimes you're down, you're depressed, you have stress, or does it deal with it?
Yeah. I'm also a human being.
Yeah.
Although I am trained,
Yeah.
that's why we are connected with Saint Mulumba.
Okay.
Because even the Saint Mulumba guys can come for us for an advice, and us can go for them to them for
advice.
Yeah, we are being compensated to be also trained by or be mentored by other people. So we are human beings. We do find hard times. Yeah.
Okay, so we've been having crazy happenings in the country. We find many young people are committing suicide, others are murdering their lovers, such in relationships, others maybe they just feel that the life is too hard for them. So what is your take on that?
My take is, number one, don't always be moved by your emotion. Sure. The moment your partner has done something wrong, it's better to leave them than revenging on them by killing them. Before you kill yourself, challenge yourself. Why should you kill yourself? Do you think killing yourself will end the situation or will worsen the situation?
Sure.
That's why I'm saying it is good to understand from a point of view, any choice you make will bring a heavy consequences to you. Sure. Remember the consequences before you make any choice or any choice. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of stress and depression coming with, nowadays in Kenya, the economy is really pressing right now, and most young people are going through this financial dilemma whereby they are distressed. So how do you deal with that when it comes to university students? Things to do with financial. If a student achieves you with a financial problem, how do you deal with that?
Like I have told you, in this office, we don't only talk about stress. We talk about financial literacy, where we train you how to manage your money if you have them. But if you don't have them, how to look for them. Number two, academic issues. You being a failure and you feel that there is somebody who you are comfortable, when he talks to you, will help you at least improve in your academic journey. Stress management, family issues, your personal issues, and most likely the environmental issues like drug addiction. In that aspect of financial issues, number one, you have to understand that everyone has something to do after the classes. Be a person who is doing something beyond classroom. Engage like something like peer counseling. Peer counseling, you can have a lot of links to people around you. You can learn many people as much as you can. The more you interact with people, the more you're creating a cycle where you can sell your idea or your business idea. So I am now giving this as at least advice. Don't be sitting in classes only. Make sure when you are free, go out, hustle, look for opportunity. There are more opportunities out there waiting for you. Rather than say you don't have money, try to look for a friend, a very good friend, who will guide you to know where the opportunities are and how to take advantage of the opportunities. But don't stay somewhere, complain that there's no money, no one is going to support me. When you have two hands and you have two legs and you have an eye, you have a brain and ears and a mouth that can help you what? Feed yourself.
So what do you take? What is your say? What do you advise these people who want to be counselors or upcoming counselors? What do you tell them?
Yeah, in counseling, I would like to tell those who want to join us, or those who have that spirit in being a peer counselor. You can just bring us any event that you have been a peer counselor. You can bring us some of the certificates to confirm that you have been in a peer counseling, whether in high school or in secondary school, so that we can consider you as a partner. Now you have to understand, as a peer counseling, it's a very hard job. It's not an easy task.
Sure.
Number one. So because it's not an easy task, it involves people. You have to handle many people. Some here are going to be harsh, some are going to be very understanding, and some are very annoying. So you have to be very patient. So that's what I want to tell them. Learn to be patient and know that things will become better with time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So many people look down upon guidance counseling as a tool of ventilating. Many opt to go for maybe for taking alcohol, or others may think that smoking or taking drugs is a way of ventilating. How can you encourage them that counseling can really assist them when it comes to their challenges?
The only way I can advise you is by letting you learn the consequences of the rest that you're saying. For example, you assumed or you think drugs is the ones that are going to ventilate your problem, but it doesn't. It causes you more harm. The other thing is partying. Partying will only lead you to violence, being killed or being robbed. But peer counseling, you cannot expect such a things, because most of the time you are focusing in building your personal, in building your brand. That's why some of you know my name before even I know you, because of that brand that I've created before you. So it can help you create your image. Peer counseling help you create your image, your persona. How will people see you? You see, once you're a drug addict, there's that kind of a way you appear. I know that's not everyone's wish, but it has happened. You don't have any other choice. Cycle of your friends cause you to become who you want to be. Choose your friend wisely. That's what I can just advise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who is Adan from 5 years from now to 10 years from now? Who will be Adan Mohammed?
Yeah, 5 years to 10 years from now, Adan Mohammed is going to be an CEO, a very prominent person, a life supporting, I can say, society pillar, somebody who all the people who are in the field of leadership or who are in the field of entrepreneur will look up to. Okay. You can become a governor or an MP. So this is my journey that I've begun as a peer counselor, as an entrepreneur, as a business person. I see myself for the coming 5 to 10 years in a very better senior positions through hard work, competence, and resilience, together with patience. I know I'm going to achieve them. It's my prayer too that some of these students who are here and know that sometimes some students are called or are God-given guidance. Take advantage of us as we are here, because not everyone who is going to offer such kind of a support for free. So some else will pay, but we are delivering it for you for free. So rest assured, we are trained, very trained personnel. This is the time you have with us before maybe you wonder how this guy has attained to become a CEO in the next 10 years while I was with you here. So take advantage of me now. So that's what I can say. In the next 5 years, Mohammed Adan is going to be a prominent person, a guy who is going to be a change maker for the student, environment, and the society.
So is counseling a career?
It's a career. It's under psychology. And when you pursue Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, you become a mentor or a peer counselor.
Okay. So are you planning to be a counselor? Is counseling to you really to be a job, or is it just a passion or a calling?
It's a passion. It's a passion. My career is in leadership and business, but counseling is a passion.
It's something like.
Yeah. For example, when I began my business, when I begin my farm, there's that hierarchy of maybe a manager or the managing director or the CEO flowing down. This one is a hierarchy of leadership. If you know how to manage them, then the business will move forward. So mine is more in a management situation and a business situation. But in a hobby like peer counseling, it's a hobby. Something I do it out of passion. I love it,
Okay. So as we wind up, can you just advise someone who is having any stress right now or depression? What can you do? Advise that person to do? What are some of the basic practices someone can do naturally, at least, to release stress each and every day?
That my very, 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 very good tip for that kind of person: do something you love. You will never feel burdened doing something you love. Peer counseling is not a burden to me because it's something I love. Leadership, leading students, hard students, sometimes soft student, stubborn student is not a hard task to me because it's something that comes from my heart. I love it. So the only way you can counterattack trauma, you can counterattack stress, and even maybe drug, alcohol addiction, whatever, is through doing what brings you happiness. Doing something that you love. You like presenting, you like to be a journalist. If this is what you love, it brings you happiness. Keep doing them. Keep doing something that brings you what? Happiness. You like to listen to music to relieve yourself. Listen to them. You like to dance to relieve your stress. Do them. But I'm not advising you to do something that brings you harm. That was not a happiness, but a sorrow. So do the right thing that brings you what? Happiness.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you can develop.
Okay. Wow. So I want you to look at that camera and talk to you guys out there. Tell them something. Talk to your students. Talk to your youth there and tell them something.
So, okay, fine. To my dear comrades at Gretsa University, we are winding up the interview, and I'm happy that I, as your peer counselor, as your student welfare, I will champion mostly for your mental health. I will champion for your issues related to the personal issues, and I'm also going to champion for the fact that your life in high school, in this university, should be exactly to promote health. A very well-oriented student who can live in a very good life. So we are not only going to take our time to talk to you, but also fight for you. So we are more fighting for you. We are willing to try our best to bring the things that you want, that is more importantly beneficial to you, to the table. So we are happy. We are all welcomed. If you need any advice, if you need any direction, if you feel you have a hobby that you don't know how to go about it, feel free to welcome to the peer counselor's office. For me, it's Mohammed Adan. I want to wish you all the best for those who are going to do exam and those who are going to graduate. May I wish you all the best. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Mr. Adan Mohammed. And before we wind up, we have some questions we'd like to ask you.
Yes,
there are 5 questions. They need to Zoom extra questions. Just to general questions. So the first question is, would you donate a kidney to your spouse?
Will I donate my kidney
to your girlfriend?
To my girlfriend? Yeah, if she's in a critical situation, I will.
You will? Yeah. You risk your kidney to another person?
Yes, I will.
Person you're not married?
Person I'm not married. Provided they are human beings. I will.
Okay.
Yeah, provided. Okay. Is my other person a human being?
Yeah.
Then I will.
Okay. Should be bank legalized in Kenya?
Bank?
Yeah.
But now most of the drug addicts are the ones that are complaining that they need to be mentored.
Yeah.
Now if we are going to accept that one, meaning there will be more mentorship program for these people.
Okay. What do you celebrate in your life so far?
Celebrating my?
What do you celebrate in your life, and what are you proud of in your life?
Yeah, I'm proud that at least I'm confident. I'm proud that I brought most of the things to actions. Like in our school, we've been having of maybe when will we form peer counseling? When will this peer counseling come into an existence? You see, I'm proud it has become to an existence, not a talk, but something that is existing. So I'm happy that I'm proud that things that are said are now back into action.
Do you have an ex-girlfriend?
No, actually, I don't. As a peer counselor, you must be somebody who is away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have no ex in your life?
No.
You haven't dated in your life?
Most likely, I've no. There are those who have admired me. There are those who have interacted with me. There are those who have loved me. Now the issue is commitment. I've never committed to anybody.
Okay. Who's a celebrity crush in Kenya?
In Kenya?
Yeah.
My celebrity crush is. I'm not exposed too much to social media, but I think this called who Avril. Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, celebrity crush. Even though she's too old to me.
Okay, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Dan, for talking to us.
Yeah.
We are so thankful
Yeah.
for coming, showing up in our show. We really appreciate.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Okay, right. So that was Adan Mohammed, the chief gretsa, counselor. We have heard more about his, told us more about him, about his office, whatever they are doing. So if anyone else there who has a counseling issue, your stress, depression, or you feel that things are not working for you, counseling can be we have seen that counseling is a solution and it can work. Yeah. So otherwise, see you on our next show. My name is Yan Kimaila, this is Celebrity Insight. See us on our YouTube channel and Facebook. Bye bye.